What does that button do?
Hello, welcome back. Georgian College 2018 OCAA Men's Volleyball Championship. Got the second game of the day underway, or about to take off underway. We'll have the first seed, number 1 seed out of the East, or out of the West Division, Fanshawe Falcons, taking on the 4th seed out of the East, Fleming. Sure to be a good game coming up. Undefeated Fanshawe Falcons head into this tournament with a whole lot of expectations. They're looking to win the tournament. They come in with an 18-0 record. Fleming 10-8. Fleming coming into this tournament on a bit of a hot streak. They've won 5 in a row. Not quite Fanshawe's 18 in a row undefeated record, but it'll be enough. They're certainly matching up for a good matchup here. Second game of your 2018 OCAA Men's Volleyball Championships, hosted by Georgian College. I'm your host, Sean McAvoy, joined by Natalie Buck, former Georgian Grizzlies OCAA All-Star Women's Volleyball player.
Hello. The Fanshawe Falcons are ranked first in the country as well, actually.
Canada's number 1 coming into the game.
And their setter number 7, Sebastian Lethbridge, actually represented Canada at the Fanshawe Games this past summer. They were in Taipei. If you're not aware of what that is, it's a competition between collegiate athletes of all sports. It's sort of a precursor to the Olympics.
Some international talent here. It's going to be Fleming starting with the ball here. Number 11, Eric Pro, going to be the server here to start things off. And with the serve, match 2 is underway. Fleming, a big spike by Fanshawe, and they're starting off strong. Up 1-0. A big spike came there. Now number 2, Alec Bugler, is going to be hitting the serving line. Ball's up, in play, returned by Pro. Met at the net there, Fleming tried to spike it over. Good defense by Fleming as they now have an offense of their own. Big spike there by number 10, Mike Liscombe, right into the heart of that Fleming defense, but nobody home to return it. 2-0 lead for Fanshawe. Bugler back at the line. Ball's up. Pro's there. Unable to get an organized attack of their own was Fleming. They have 4 touches, not able to get over the net. Fanshawe up 3-0. Bugler still at the line. Shermeadow. Bugler returning there. Number 17 for Fleming. Brendan Sonnenberg tipped it over. Pro now. It's off the hands of the Fanshawe Falcons, going out of bounds. Fleming's going to be on the board now. It's their first points of the tournament. 3-1 lead for Fanshawe. Sonnenberg going to take the line for Fleming.
Fanshawe is showing early that there are going to be no easy points.
That's for sure. They have got a lot of energy. They move fast, pass the ball around very well. Bugler handles that easily.
In a game like this, with such a strong team in the Fanshawe Falcons, Fleming's going to really have to focus on picking their battles, choosing the good sets and the good opportunities to make big points, and limiting their unforced errors.
Will Otten on the serve. It's a good serve, unreturnable by Fleming. Fanshawe with another point here. That was number 6. My apologies, that was Steven Cadiero, who was able to return for Fleming. It is Auden on the line for Fanshawe. Fleming's able to battle for some points there.
some good passing by Fleming. They were able to set up a pretty solid offense.
Edward running Adams with the serve now, putting it in bounds. A big spike there by Fanshawe, unreturnable by Fleming. Went out of bounds.
Great set by Lethbridge, really giving Cole Jordan the one-on-one attack option.
Fanshawe moving the ball well right now, defensively and offensively. They have control of the serving line and already a 4-point lead here. Fleming, good tactical play there, but just overshot it there. He saw an opening on that far right side, but just overshot it, just out of bounds. In fact, it was well covered by that Fanshawe defense. Falcons now serving. Another point for Fanshawe. They've got an 8-2 lead in this first set here. It's their first match of the tournament.
Joel Howe's asking for the set higher. Can't blame him. A guy that big, he needs a ball that he can hit. There you go.
That's right in his range there, and he finishes the deal. Fleming back on the board. Number 3, Jacob Coxworth now. Sorry, that's Jake Schuller serving for Fleming. Big block there by Fanshawe. Fanshawe holding the serve here. Rallying back and forth now. Fleming tips it over. Fanshawe's defense is there. A spike set up off the hands of the Fleming defenders, but out of bounds. Fanshawe is going to get a pretty commanding lead here in this first set. And it's going to force Fleming into their first time out of the game. Fanshawe up 11-3 so far. So Fanshawe is coming out just as we expected them. #1 team in the country, coming out firing and putting a Fleming team to the test here. Fanshawe, of course, has their sights set well beyond this first round match. Fleming would like to send them home disappointed. First of many storylines to follow here at this 2018 OCAA Men's Volleyball Championship hosted by Georgian College. At the line, Cole Jordan, averaging the highest points per game in the OCAA this season. A good serve over the net, handled by Fleming and returned. A big spike right at Jordan. He's unable to handle it, goes out of bounds. Fleming gets the point. 11-4 now in favor of the Falcons. Joel Howe's at the line for Fleming. Big spike by the Fanshawe offense. Rewards them with the point. That was number 13, Zach Albert, punishing the ball, and he's got the serving line now. Ball's up. A good serve, just a little overpowered. It sails out of bounds. Fleming's got the point. Stephen Cadiero at the line. Jordan finishing that.
Great set by Lethbridge.
Made it look easy. Good set, big spike, easy points for the Fanshawe Falcons.
Good swing.
Bit of a wild swing, but enough to control it on the Fanshawe side. Gets the ball over, and Fleming returns it. Spike now. Bugler sending it over. And Bugler with the block. It's a 14-5 lead for the Falcons. Sebastian Lethbridge heads to the line for the Falcons to serve. A big hit came in there from Eric Bro, but firing it out of bounds. Fanshawe gets the point. They've got a 10-point lead here in the first set. It's Lethbridge at the line again. He's got it over. Set by Fleming. Spike goes over, but out of bounds. Edward running Adams, unable to control his hit. And now Fleming has to use their second timeout of the set, as the score is running away from them a little bit here in this first set. Fanshawe coming out just as strong as expected.
It's hard to compete with a team that's that consistent. You know, anything you throw at them, they're going to give it back to you, and they're going to give it back to you well.
It's a well-oiled machine when they get the ball. It seems to be just crisp passing and then great spikes. Hard to defend. Natalie, in your opinion, moving forward for this Fleming team, what do they have to do to really stay in the game and compete with a high-powered team like these Fanshawe Falcons?
One thing they're going to have to do is go for every ball. You see them a little bit hesitant in defense, and you know, when you play a team as good as Fanshawe, you're not ready to expect what they're going to give you, and so just putting that extra effort into to really try and touch every ball in defense is a big deal, and consistency in hitting is going to help them out a lot. They don't have to get the big kills, but they do have to get the ball over and in.
Absolutely. As we saw in our first game, just being able to deal with the ball and defensively scrambling. If you can just get the ball over the net, keep it in play, you know, you're giving yourself the chance to earn a point. Make the other team work for it. Fanshawe losing possession there on that last serve. It's Pro with the serve here. Fanshawe battling right back. That's Alec Bugler tipping it over, getting the point, getting himself to the serving line. He'll be putting it in play.
Another thing that's going to help Fleming is not just getting their serves over and in, but trying to keep the ball out of that perfect system, which we just saw there. Sebastian Lethbridge can set such a fast tempo offense that he's giving these hitters one-on-one options, and I mean, they're gonna score.
Fleming's gonna need to get their bigs to the net, get some blocks in, because these Fanshawe spikes are coming in hot and heavy at the moment. Fanshawe doing just that, getting to the net. Big block there coming from Jordan. A defensively sound team here in the first set, only allowing 6 points thus far. Bugler with the serve. It's in play. Good offense set up by Fleming. Just unable to get that set high enough for a clean spike. It goes into the net. Bugler back at the line for a serve. They're up 20-6. Good tip there by Scholler. Bugler, left bridge, Jordan. Hit it right at number 6, Stephen Catallero. Bugler at the line. Played by number 10, Chermetto.
Gets subbed on the court, makes a big play. That's the kind of thing you want to see in this competition.
Big hit by Barrie, earns the point for Fleming. It'll be Sonnenberg at the line. Ball is up. Way to handle that. Big spike. Sonnenberg dug deep for that one. And a big block there by Joel Howes. That's exactly what you need to match up with this Fanshawe team.
These kind of plays are going to give them energy and they're going to get them fired up. And in the meantime, they just got to pick the points.
Sonnenberg's serve is over. Left bridge over to Jordan. Unable to deal with a bit of an errant pass. And Fleming's able to earn the point there. Sonnenberg back at the serving line. Ball over. That was the Fanshawe libero, David Gundrum. Thought about going for it, but great eye to let it sail over him out of bounds. Fanshawe earns the point. They're working their way towards a handed first set win. Will Auden with the serve. It was a good setup for Running Adams, but just off the net. Will Auden with the serve.
Oh, touch call on that one.
Spencer Barrie, and they believed it was tipped, and so did the referees. They're going to get the point here.
Spencer Barrie coming in and making a lot of noise.
Running Adams. Gundrum handles it. Left bridge. Tried to set it up there for Liscombe, but just out of his reach. And Running Adams going to be at the line for back-to-back points here. Good serve by Running Adams. The return was put up right in the air. Number 16, Joel Howes, was able to just throw it right back in their face, get the point there. Running Adams back of the line. 3 points for the Fleming. Gundrum handles it. Left bridge. Big, big spike there. Zach Albert making Fleming pay for putting that ball high up in the air. It is Mike Liscombe now at the line for Fanshawe. Serve is good. Pro handles it. Catallero tried to set it up there, but just unable to get it high up enough, and Fanshawe is going to take this first set 25-12. This time we'd like to just pass on a message from our friends over at Bellar Direct. Looking for a better deal on your car insurance? Go online and get a quick quote in only 3 minutes at bellairdirect.com. Full-time college and university students under 25 could save over $250 on their car insurance with Bellair Direct. That's a $250 savings on car insurance for full-time college and university students. Get a quote today. We're live and underway here at the 2018 OCAA Men's Volleyball Championships hosted by Georgian College. Second match of the day underway between the first-seeded Fanshawe Falcons and the Fleming Knights here. First set was one-handedly by Fanshawe. Fleming looking to rebound in the second set. We'll have 2 games following this one. Biggest game of the day, your host Georgian Grizzlies at 8 o'clock, taking on Niagara College. Of course, game 3 following this one, Conestoga versus Humber at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow we'll have the same schedule, a 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock game, followed up by a 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. It'll be Lethbridge starting things off for Fanshawe in this second set. Lethbridge putting it over. Bugler doing a great job contesting that ball. Gets the block, it's Fanshawe the point. They're up 1-0 early.
It's tough against a team like this where you're getting good plays as Fleming, covering the ball, keeping it alive, and they still come at you.
Lethbridge serve just a little wild there, sailing out of bounds to the right.
Fleming needs to take advantage of errors like that and keep themselves consistent on the serving line and in the block.
Good serve. Just unable to keep that serve in bounds there. That was Jake Schuller. Ali Bugler at the line now. Lethbridge sets to Bugler. Great tip.
Good hustle by
Good hustle by Fleming. Ultimately, Fanshawe earns the point there. And Alec Bugler to the line. Ball's in play. A good serve, good return. Fanshawe tip. Gets the point. That's Will Otten with a great tip just over the Fleming defenders. Falls to the ground. Point for Fanshawe. Alec Bugler back at the line. Just over the net. Otten rejecting a tip from Fleming. They've got to rework it. Bugler getting low to Lethbridge. Lethbridge over to Otten. Otten puts it over. Pro sending it over, but it'll be ruled out of bounds as it hit the out-of-bound marker on the net. Fanshawe's going to get the point. Alec Bugler stays on the line, working with a 5-1 lead here in this second set. Well returned by Fleming. Just off the fingertips of Bugler, out of bounds. Fleming's got the ball at the serving line. It's Joel Howes at the line now for Fleming. Howes serve is over. Gundrum, Lethbridge. Pro puts it over. Gundrum to Lethbridge. Albert with serve. Spike, sorry. And Jordan gets that spike, puts it right down into the heart of that Fleming defense. Big point there. It'll be Will Otten at the line now for the Falcons. That point goes to Fleming. That'll be Stephen Cattiero. With the serve, Gundrum to Lethbridge. Lethbridge puts it over for Jordan. Big block there from Pro, but just off his hands out of bounds. Falcons earned the point. And it'll be Mike Liscombe heading back to the serving line for Fanshawe. Liscombe's serve is up. Handled by Ryan Shermetto. But ultimately on the other side, Zach Albert standing tall, firing a spike to the ground. And Fanshawe gets the point. Mike Liscombe back at the line to serve. Ball's up and over the net. Sonnenberg got up on that net. Handled a good set, gets the point for Fleming. Eric Pro putting the ball over. Otten, Lethbridge. A little surprise over there by Lethbridge. Sonnenberg does the same thing back. Lethbridge now puts a set over to Albert, but Albert's spike goes off the out-of-bounds marker on the net. Point awarded to Fleming. It'll be Pro back on the serving line. Pro serve is over. Handled by Otten. Lethbridge setting it for Albert. Albert blocked there. Great block there by Edward Running Adams. And now Fleming able to go on a bit of a run. It's only a 1-point separation between the two teams now. 2-point separation. Albert, Lethbridge unable to get high enough as Sonnenberg dealt with that. Jordan now tips it. Shermetto. There it was, Jake Scholler off the hands of the Falcons to the ground. Well contested, but a good hit there by Scholler earns Fleming the points. And now only a 1-point separation between the two teams. Pro puts it over. Otten, Lethbridge, Jordan, right into the open space.
Great off-pace ball. With a hitter like him, he can find success hitting those hard balls, but also a well-timed off-pace ball is a sure way to score.
Otten deep at the back right now is doing a great job transitioning defense into offense, getting a bump right to his setter. Turns into an easy kill for Jordan, just like we saw in that last point. Sonnenberg puts it over. Lethbridge now with the set over to Albert. Albert right into the heart of the Fleming defense. They're able to handle it.
Great adjustment after his last attempt at that hit. Found the line right between the antenna and the blocker. And that's a big difference between a good team and a team that's not.
Can right your wrongs there. Fanshawe not willing to, or not hesitant to retry what didn't work. They got a clean spike there. Now Jordan at the line. Sonnenberg with a low pass. He deals with it, puts it over. Now Albert almost found a hole in that defense. Sonnenberg. Big finish there by Albert. Cole Jordan able to just hold on to that serving line at the moment. Fanshawe going on a bit of a run themselves. Handled by Pro. Pro over to Scholler. Gundrum. Nice one-handed effort to get it over. Sonnenberg tips it. Left pitch to Albert, but ultimately going off Fleming out of bounds. Pro unhappy with that. Fleming coach wants a lift called, but not going to get it. Jordan remaining at the line, holding a 13-7 lead in the second set.
Great swing by Running Adams. If there's going to be a big block there, you might as well use it.
Fleming doing a good job this set, keeping it very close. We've got a great entertaining game here. They're up to the task to take on the 18-0 Fanshawe Falcons. Bit of miscommunication on that Fanshawe side, and Fleming earning a point here. Good job by Fleming. It'll be Sonnenberg at the line. Albert with a big spike at the net there. Earning the points for the Falcons. And now Albert will be serving. Spinning ball there. Off the net but over. Lethbridge Otten.
That was a good recovery.
Fleming almost got that back, almost got a return there. It was hard to handle, bit of a scramble, just unable to get it over. Albert will remain on the server line for Fanshawe. Just gonna be a quick break here to wipe up a wet spot on the floor. Albert now to serve. Spinning ball. Hard hit. Out of bounds. Fleming earning the point. Edward Running Adams now on the serve. Well hit to Otten. Lethbridge to Jordan. Running Adams doing a good job handling that one. Pro going over his own teammate for that spike.
Getting the touch call. It looked out, but there was the touch. Worth it.
Pro attacked that ball. He went right over his teammate Joel Howes. Said, that's mine. I'm taking it. Gets the point. Running Adams putting it over. Lethbridge putting it over to Bugler. Finishes the deal on that point. Just not letting Fleming get too close. They've got a 5-point lead here in the second set. Lethbridge to serve. Meadow, Scholler hitting it out of bounds. It's well set up. Just unable to finish there. Jake Scholler. It's a well hit ball, just out of bounds. Scholler with another hit. They're going to call that one out of bounds too. He's trying to find that sweet spot in the back right corner, but just missed. Point's going to go to Fanshawe.
Spencer Barrie back on the court. Let's see if he can do what he did last set. Get Fleming some points, make some big plays.
Handled well by Shermetto. Pro did a good job getting up there for that spike, but well blocked by Fanshawe.
Way to go, Barrie.
Earns that point. That's where I think they're going to have to make a lot of their spikes, try and get the ball out of bounds, because a lot of those Fanshawe blocks are happening in the middle, and it's just not going out of bounds, falling to the floor. Oh, a big block there by Howes. Lethbridge setting up Bugler. Tries to tip it, falls short. Fleming staying right in this one. Spencer Barrie now at the line. Otten, Lethbridge, Albert. Little fake by Fanshawe left the Fleming defense frozen. And Albert finding the floor there. Easy point for Fanshawe. Bugler back at the serving line. 19-3 lead for Fanshawe in the second set. Wiscombe getting up on the net. Well contested ball. Now timeout will be taken. Well, Fleming getting on the board a little bit more here in the second set than in the first. They're doing a great job matching up against a good team here at Fanshawe. 18-0, you don't expect them to come out misfiring. They're a good team. We've known it all year, but Fleming's up to the task, staying in it. It's a 20-13 lead for Fanshawe here in the second set.
We are seeing some good effort from Fleming, a good solid amount of hustle in the defense, and they're getting a couple bad bounces here and there, but if they stick with it, if they keep chipping away at the Falcons, they could come out of it.
Absolutely. Heading into a tournament like this one, I'm sure that they're just forgetting that Fanshawe's 18-0. They can be 18-0 heading into this tournament, but today they're 0-0. All it takes is a few wins and you're OCAA champions. Bugler holding the serving line. Pro tipping it over Lethbridge to Otten. Otten, great spike. Put it tightly along that left side line. Inbounds, good point. Got an 8-point lead, Bugler with the serve. Pro, great kill there. It was well contested, but the power of Pro puts it through those Fanshawe defenders, earning the point for Fleming. 7-point lead for Fanshawe, second set. Fanshawe up 1-0. This is Nolan Ross at the line for Fleming. Good finish there by Cole Jordan. They'll send Will Otten to the line to serve. Ball is up. Handled by Fleming. Lethbridge, Jordan. Pro did a great job getting up, getting in the way of that ball, but just where it was positioned on the court, off his hands, out of bounds, point to Fanshawe. 23-14 in favor of the Falcons. Will Otten here. Ball's up. Done
Good.
well with that time.
Yep.
Stephen Cadiero here at the line with the serve. Gundrum, Lethbridge, Albert. Easy for the Falcons.
The Falcons have an interesting front row for these next couple rotations. It seems as though they don't have a middle. They have Lethbridge blocking in the middle, which opens up the pins for...
Lethbridge kind of been in the middle all game, just great sets over to Albert on the left side, Jordan on the right side. Seems to be their attack. Auden in the middle, kind of handling the serves. Albert, Lethbridge, Jordan, floor, and that is a set win for the Fanshawe Falcons. They win the second set 25-16, up 2-0 in the second match.
Coming into this third set, Fleming has really nothing to lose. If they come in hard, give it all they got, maybe end with a little bit of fun in there.
Hey, the season's on the line. Play loose. Fanshawe, I can imagine feeling confident at the moment. Maybe that's something Fleming wants to take advantage of. The coach certainly trying to fire up his team right now. They're not going to lay down. They're going to come out in this third set ready to go. Give Fanshawe everything they've got. Format in this 2018 OCAA Men's Volleyball Championship is a single elimination with a consolation bracket. So if you do lose, you will not be going home. You will be playing in the consolation bracket. Winner, of course, moves on to tomorrow. Our semifinals happening at 6 and 8 o'clock. Catch them live at the Georgian College Athletics Center or the Georgian Grizzlies YouTube stream. We thank you all for attending and watching. I'm your host, Sean McAvoy, with Natalie Buck. We're happy to bring you the action here. Two teams taking the floor now, ready for this third set.
Fleming has made some changes to their starting lineup. They have Jake Schuller in the libero position. He was an outside in the first set. See if this change helps them.
Starting off with a big spike from Zach Albert. Keeping the Falcons on track. They've got a 1-0 lead now in the third set. It'll be Alec Bugler to serve. Fanshawe winning that point as the ball sails out of bounds. Bugler back to serve. Well-earned point there by Fleming. As Brandon Sonnenberg re-enters the game. Jake Schuller, as mentioned by Natalie, was in the libero position. Joel Howes to serve now. Gundrum. Lethbridge. Otten puts it over. Handled well by Fleming. Put over by Spencer Barrie. Big spike by Jordan. Gundrum. Lethbridge to Jordan. That was Cattiero getting his hands on it, but just through his grasp, and it goes out of bounds. Will Otten to serve. Pro. Cadiero to Sonnenberg. Good finish there.
Good run by the Falcons. Forcing that middle. We saw it in the game before the George Brown versus Redeemer. The middle is going to be any team's best option for scoring. If you can force that, you're putting yourself in a good spot.
Good serve there by Cadiero. He bumps it over to Pro, who's going to put it over, and just out of bounds. Fanshawe's going to go up 4-2 in this set. Liscombe at the line for the Falcons. Ball is up and over. Running Adams. Blocked there by Jordan. Schuller back in at that libero position. And an ace there for Fanshawe. A little bit of miscommunication on that Fleming side, and Fleming's going to take a timeout. Mike Liscombe heads back to the serving line for Fanshawe. Schuller. Sonnenberg tips it over. Liscombe to Jordan. Well struck. Oh, great defense by Fleming. There's a set over to Albert. Sonnenberg did a good job getting up in front of that ball, but just sailing out of bounds. Fanshawe gets the point, keeping Mike Liscombe at the serving line. The ball is up. Schuller, Sonnenberg. He'll get the call in bounds. Fleming earns that point. Good ball movement on their side. Stephen Cadiero setting up that strike. Otten, left bridge, Jordan. Tipped into the open space, good point for Fanshawe. Good vision by Jordan as he approached the net, see where the openings are, and he fired it right in there. He now sends himself to the serving line. Fanshawe staying in control of this match. Amiro. Sonnenberg tips it up in the air. Schuller. Barrie tips the ball over and gets the point for Fleming. Brendan Sonnenberg at the line now for Fleming. Just off the hands of Joel Howes there. Falling to the ground, Fanshawe regains possession. It'll be Zach Albert serving for the Falcons. Schuller. Point awarded to Fleming there. Edward Running Adams now serving for Fleming, but just out of bounds. Fanshawe going to take a 10-5 lead in this third set. They're looking to wrap this one up and move on to the second round. Lethbridge has the serve. He puts it up. Scholler. Now Jordan. Cadiero, the pro. Albert handles it to Lethbridge, puts it to Jordan, spikes it right at pro. That was a low spike there. Pro just unable to get down low enough. Point awarded to Fanshawe. Lethbridge stays at the serving line. It's 11-5, third set lead here for the Falcons. Ball is up. Coming by Scholler, Cadiero. Over the head of Howes. Scholler, Cadiero. Spiked by Barrie, but a good block by Fanshawe. They'll get the point. Lethbridge stays at the serving line. Scholler, Cadiero, and that was Barrie going up for the ball. Puts it, but gets blocked out of bounds, so Fleming gets the point here. Knight's doing a good job contesting these Falcons in the third set. It's Barrie at the serving line, putting it up and over for Otten. Lethbridge, Bugler. It was blocked out of bounds by Fleming. Fanshawe point. Number Bugler at the line to serve. Bugler serves up and over, and Bugler with the ace here. Well-placed ball, just tough to handle there for Edward Running Adams. Point awarded to Fanshawe. They've got a 14-6 lead in the third set. Bugler's serve is up. Scholler over to Pro. Albert, Lethbridge volleys it over. Barrie to Pro. Good hit by Pro. Albert mishandles it. Fleming point. Joel Howes to the serving line. Fleming cuts that lead in half in the third set here. And they've got to go on a run. Howes' serve is up. Right to Auden. Lethbridge back to Auden. Off the fingertips. Barrie keeps it alive.
Great hustle from Barrie.
Auden to serve. And Auden gets the ace as it just went off the arms of Barrie. Auden having a strong game here in round one. He's been responsible for handling a lot of the serves and spikes coming his way from the Fanshawe Falcons offense. Pro got up there. It was a big block by Jordan, but blocked out of bounds, and now Fleming gets the point. Stephen Cadiero at the line. Bridge Jordan. Barrie. Was Running Adams doing a good job keeping that one alive. Jordan's going to get another chance. He puts it right at the feet of Scholler, inbounds. Point awarded to Fanshawe. Got a 17-8 lead. Mike Liscombe at the line. Barrie, Cadiero, Sonnenberg unable to tip it over the net. Falcons point. Good design play there. Well contested at the net by Fanshawe, and it caused a little bit of confusion. Just a bit of a miss hit by Fleming. Falcons point there. Scholler, Cadiero, Pro. Well contested at the net, falls inbounds. Good point for Fleming. Good hit by Pro, who sends himself to the serving line. Auden, Lethbridge, Bugler. Returned by Cadiero. Auden, Lethbridge, Jordan. Off the fingertips of Scholler, out of bounds. Falcons point here. Fanshawe Falcons 6 points away from the second round. Jordan on the serving line. Scholler, Cadiero, Barrie, well struck ball, well handled by the Falcons defense. Lethbridge tips it over. Fleming keeping it alive. But as both Pro and Barrie scramble for that ball, just unable to get over the net. It'll be timeout taken by Fleming. A 20-9 lead for the Falcons in this third set. And they'll come out of this timeout break looking to finish things up. Two teams head back to the floor to wrap up this third set. Fleming needs to go on a run to keep their season alive. As mentioned, whichever team loses, they will be playing in the consolation bracket, so their season is not necessarily over. But in terms of running for the #1 OCAA spot, the season will fall short with a loss. Good offense there by Fleming, earns himself the point. That's the start they needed. Sonnenberg heading to the serving line. Not the case. Joel Howes will come in for him, along with it's number 10, Ryan Shermeadow. Earlier was wearing the libero shirt. Of course, Scholler took over that role. Now Shermeadow in to serve. Need him to go on a run. Auden handles that serve. Lethbridge just gets up on the net, finds a space. Well-placed ball by Lethbridge. Saw the opening, took advantage of it, sends Zach Albert to the line. 4 points away from the second round. Albert will sub out. Joseph Clelland's going to come into the game. His first bit of action in the tournament. We'll have him at the server's line. It's off to a good start, good serve. Cadiero over to running Adams. Auden contests it, keeps it on that side. Joel Howe is unable to get it over. Now Clelland back at the line. Cadiero helps, puts it over to Barrie. Barrie firing it deep. Lethbridge serving for Jordan. Jordan off the fingertips of Howes and Cadiero. And falling to the ground, Fanshawe gets the point. They've got a 23-10 third set lead. They were up 2-0, looking to finish this one off. Clelland, ball is up, just into the net. Says Edward running Adams, jogging to the line. Ball is up. Good dig by Clelland over to Auden. Good big block by Cadiero, but out of bounds, and it will be the Fanshawe match point here. Lethbridge to the line, hoping to seal the deal for this Fanshawe Falcons team. Ball is up. Cadiero to Barrie. Big block by Liscombe. And the Fanshawe Falcons are moving on to the second round.
No, not
quite.
Fanshawe was called on the net.
Late call there is going to keep Fleming in this game. Let's see if they can go on a run. Make me eat my words. Barrie with the serve to Auden. Lethbridge over to Auden. Well handled by Running Adams. Auden getting aggressive on the net there.
Fleming's getting a couple of good breaks here. Spencer Barrie, keep up the good serves.
Auden handling that one. Lethbridge, Bugler. Pro had the block, but blocked out of bounds. And now your Fanshawe Falcons are heading on to the second round of the OCAA Men's Volleyball Championship. It was a hard-fought game between Fanshawe and Fleming. Fleming ultimately falling just a bit short. Fanshawe wins the game 3-0. Congratulations to Fleming on a hard-fought season. They've played well, and of course they will go to the consolation bracket. So another game in store for them tomorrow for both teams. Fleming will play in the first half of the day, Fanshawe in the winner's bracket, playing later either at that 6 or 8 o'clock time. Fleming will be playing tomorrow at either 1 or 3 o'clock as the two teams line up for the Player of the Match awards.
What's your guess? Who do you think's going to get it?
On that Fanshawe side, I really liked what Will Auden was doing defensively. Of course, Cole Jordan being the highest scorer in the OCAA and having a lot of big kills out there today. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets it too.
My money's on Lethbridge, Sebastian Lethbridge.
He had a great game. Big couple points at the end.
Fleming's player of the game, well deserved.
Eric Pro, he had a big game, a couple big kills, kept his team in it. It'll be Zach Albert.
He did do a good job.
He had a good game. He was big on that left side. He had a lot of spikes, a lot of big kills. Great game to Zach. Congratulations to Fanshawe Falcons. Congratulations also to the Fleming Knights. We'll be rejoining you at 6 o'clock for the game between Humber taking on Conestoga at 6 o'clock. Signing off for now. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at 6 o'clock.